Many times, we want to change how others see us, and we wonder how we can actually do it. You don't need to have a great physique or be loaded with money. There are small adjustments you can make, small details that people notice more than you think. And when you change them, something strange happens. People start treating you differently, almost without knowing why. The first one is simpler than it seems, but almost no one notices it. How you react when someone interrupts you. You're talking, someone cuts you off, and you go quiet. You step aside like it doesn't matter. But in that moment, you're teaching something without saying it, that your voice can wait. And you don't do it because you want to. You do it to avoid making things uncomfortable. But every time it happens, you reinforce an image. Now imagine you do something different. You don't get angry, you don't raise your voice, you simply continue what you were saying, calmly. That small change shifts the dynamic because you stop disappearing in the conversation, and people feel it. The second one is something you do almost automatically, saying yes when you really want to say no. Someone asks you something, and you respond quickly, "Yeah, sure, no problem." But there is a problem. You just ignore it. Because in that moment, you're thinking more about avoiding discomfort than about respecting yourself. And that's the point. It's not the favor itself. It's what you communicate when you always say yes, that your boundaries are flexible. And people learn that. The change isn't becoming cold. It's giving yourself a second before you respond. That small space is where respect begins. The third one is even more subtle, laughing at things that actually bother you. Someone makes a joke, you don't like it, but you smile anyway, to avoid ruining the moment, to avoid seeming too sensitive. But in that moment, you're validating something that doesn't represent you, and it repeats. You don't need to make a scene. Sometimes simply not playing along changes everything, because your reaction teaches others how far they can go. The fourth one is something you do with yourself, how you talk about yourself when no one asks. "I'm bad at this. I always mess things up. It's just not my thing." You say it like it's normal, but every time you do, you're building an image in front of others. And it's not that people want to see you that way, it's that you're showing it to them. It's not about faking confidence, it's about stopping yourself from putting yourself down out loud. Because if you don't take yourself seriously, it's hard for others to do it. And the fifth one ties everything together. The alignment between what you say and what you do. You can say you respect yourself, but if you always give in, people see something else. You can say you don't have time, but if you still say yes to everything, the message gets lost. People don't listen as much to what you say, they watch what you do. And when there's alignment, something different happens. You build trust, and trust completely changes how people treat you, because you're no longer unpredictable, you're clear. In the end, it's not one big action that changes your image, it's small moments you repeat every day. Moments where you decide if you respect yourself or put yourself second. And here's the interesting part. You don't need to announce it. People notice it on their own. Because respect isn't demanded, it's transmitted. And everything starts when you stop ignoring those small things that without you realizing it, were defining how people treat you.